Hey YouTube, it's GMB Hall, and we're playing RPGs. Today I'm coming at you with another monster manual episode in which we'll be exploring the crab spider. And we'll talk a little bit about what it says in the book, how I interpret that when I run them, and then we'll see what happens in an actual game when a crab spider meets our fearless party of adventurers. If you like this kind of content, if you like what I'm doing, give me a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. We're going to be coming out with more stuff like this, so hope you'll join me on this journey as we get better at playing old school games, old school D&D games. So yeah, I got the crab spider up. This is the Old School Essentials Classic Fantasy Rules Tome. And right off the bat, I think the description of this monster is important. 5-foot-long hunting spiders can change their color to match their surroundings, okay? The big thing here is the idea of it being a hunting spider, which, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, reminds me a little bit of like a wolf spider. And if I'm not mistaken, wolf spiders, they might have nests, but they actually go out and track down and almost like tackle the prey that they consume, which is why you kind of see them crawling around everywhere, at least where I'm from. And that's kind of how I interpret crab spiders. What makes them so particularly dangerous is that there's really no webbing to give them away. They're actively hunting. It's not like you stumble upon their lair. They're in the dungeons, they're in the wild, and they're ready to eat you when you find them or when they find you. So, pretty terrifying monster if you think of it in that way. We have an AC 7, so not too difficult to hit. We have an HD 2 star, okay? So a little bit of a bonus right there. 9 hit points on average. I always use average hit points. It's just easier to run the game that way typically. The bite, their one attack is a D8 of damage, which is pretty hefty. And it also has a poison modifier to that as well. So THAC0 18 gives it a little bit better chance to hit. And it moves kind of fast at 40 feet during a battle encounter. And yeah, I mean, you can see for yourself the ambush ability is pretty cool. It attacks by dropping on its victims from above. So these aren't creatures that are going to lunge out at the characters. They're going to be waiting in the shadows, waiting on the ceilings for them to get near them, and then they'll surprise them. And speaking of surprise, the players, or at least in my game, I have them roll surprise. On a 1 to 4, they're surprised. So a 66% chance on a D6 that they're going to get surprised by these things. And that's because, of course, they have this, predator-like, octopus-like color camouflage thing going on, which is pretty cool. They can walk on walls and ceilings. I mean, I don't need a rule book to tell me the spiders can do that. And then their poison is interesting too because it causes death in 1d4 turns. It doesn't immediately cause death. So maybe as a DM you'll want to roll this. You roll a d4. Depending on what happens, you kind of describe the poison as it slowly works its way through the player's character's body. And then maybe you have them save versus poison when time is up with a +2 bonus. Maybe you have them do it right off the break and then let them slowly, painfully die as the poison works through them. Either are both terrifying. And yeah, the module that we're using in the Shadow of Tower Silveraxe has crab spiders everywhere. They're in the dungeons, they're in the wilderness. They're random encounters, they're placed on the map, and they're scary. And in this particular episode, we're going to see what happens when the players stumble across one. So let's go check out and see what happens, see how these things play. All right, so I got the game all squared away here, and Yeah, basically, as a little bit of background, we are in the Forgle's Peak Ruins, dungeon system in the game, and the players have just survived a fairly brutal combat with the brigands that were inside of this dungeon, and now they have descended into the dungeon and they are exploring the area. One of the characters actually had to take a potion of ogre strength and rip a door off its handles in order to escape a poison trap that they were led into. And now they are free from that, and with this potion of ogre strength still coursing through this character Shane's veins, she decides to explore down the passageways and see, what this dungeon has to offer. And that's where we are right now. So let's see what happens. And like I said, these crab spiders are pretty deadly, so, we'll see.
She suggests maybe we go down the other hallway.
Okay. Either way, Hulk.
Get some cloth to cover a mouse with.
Yeah. Just to see, just for, she says she doesn't feel like it'll last long, but at least let's just see if there's something else that she could be useful for.
I'm just going to throw this fucking thing down here to see what we get. It's a long hallway.
Want to arm wrestle?
And she goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Really
Lights
has
up
to
a
be
new
carrying
one.
the bag.
Yeah.
Take another
All right,
sword.
yeah, the silence beckons.
Yep. So she continues slowly and quietly, but she wants to see what's down here.
Oh, it turns, it looks like. Be careful of traps.
Yeah, so she's going to be very careful here, and she's just going to peek her head around the corner with the torch.
What we have here is a crab spider right there. And I basically planned it where if a character crossed this threshold, then the crab spider would attack. And I think her reaching across with the torch is reason enough, or at least certainly something that the crab spider would see and reasonably begin its descent on this particular character. So let's see how this pans out for Shane. Remember, she's riding high on that ogre strength.
To just see what's around the corner.
All right, roll a d6.
You just never know whether it's high
I
or
know.
low.
High, low, I have no idea.
Well, you're rolling right now for surprise.
Uh-oh.
We're in combat right now, and out of the dark crawls one of those spiders. You don't see it, but because it can blend in with its environment, almost like a predator or an octopus, and it kind of slithers very quickly, dart-like across right over you, and it drops right down onto Shane. And surprise, unfortunately, means that you don't get a reaction, I think, this turn.
Okay.
But the rest of us can go because we're gonna see it happen, right? After it attacks.
Right. Later.
Oh no, it says the side that is not surprised gains 1 round advantage. The surprise side cannot act that round. So this thing comes down and it just jumps. It's about the size of a large Great Dane, but it's a spider. And it's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
But you have a lot. Yeah, what's your AC?
3.
That means I need a 15 or higher.
Is it stronger because she's got the the Hulk stuff on?
What's that?
Doesn't
I
she
don't
have
think
the
that
Hulk?
I don't think that helps her AC. It's
Yeah,
just
that's just a strength. It's a potion of strength.
Well, you'd think you'd be like the Hulk. Your skin would be stronger too.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh, it got you.
Okay.
It's D8 damage. Gets you right in the neck.
Oof. All right. She's still standing.
Immediately after it bites your neck, you kind of grab the wound and you can feel the venom coursing into your blood.
They got a healing potion.
You need to save versus poison.
no, there's no. I mean, it kills you if you don't save it, right?
Maybe, probably. That's what poison does.
Mhm.
All right, so
So what is saving throws? We have this thing saving throws, and it says 12 for death or poison. What does that
Gotta get
mean?
underneath it.
so you roll saving throws.
Mhm.
Or under, right?
Oh, no,
You
they
need
drop.
to.
No,
You need for saving throws. You actually roll over
Yeah.
a saving throw. Ability checks are under. Ability score checks are under. Saving throws are over.
Come on, Shane.
So it's a D20, and you're rolling over a 12. You say? You fail the roll, unfortunately. And the poison, you can feel it spreading into your shoulders, down your arms.
Well,
I
she
need you to roll a
can't
D.
talk. Maybe she would use a hero point.
I'm out.
Let me look. Yes, she has one hero coin. Can I use that to re-roll?
You can use it to add to your roll.
So all you would need is 2.
So you need a 2 or higher.
So I roll another d20 and
6.
Another D6.
I roll a d6. Okay.
Right.
You're adding that to your roll.
And I need 2 or more. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
So close.
So she just rolled a 2 on that, as you can see, and just barely squeaks by the saving roll test. But again, what I'm enjoying about this encounter is always rooting for the player to make these saves. You know, I don't want necessarily the characters to die, but what I do want the players to sense is really fear. I want them to get that sinking feeling, that cold, spine-tingling crawl that you get up your back. And I think when your game can maximize that feeling, and also the feeling of triumph over it, then we begin to get players to come back to the table. That kind of emotional response to the game is exactly what we're looking for, you know. Like, come on, let's get this roll. Those kinds of feelings only happen when death is on the line in games. And as you can see, when you put Wandering Monsters out, which is what I did, this crab spider out, and you roll the dice, RN Jesus can be cruel at the worst kinds of times.
Unbelievably. You're able to kind of, I don't know, you can feel maybe the poison beginning to recede a little bit from the point of impact. But as you're clutching at it, you still have this, spider that's like stuck to you. And as basically the round is over, you guys don't get a response. Now we're in combat, and we roll a d6 for initiative.
Good God.
Okay, somebody, me? Okay, all right. Let me delete this hero coin out of my
Nice.
inventory. Okay.
You at least have a decent chance.
All right, so I'm rolling. What am I rolling again? I'm rolling a
D6.
A 3.
6.
3 or
Oh.
higher.
I'm rolling a d6. Okay. Ah!
Oh.
I had a feeling you've been rolling low today.
Ah!
the spider digs in again with its bite on your neck, or tries to at least.
Oh my
Oh.
god,
Oh
dude.
my god, this
Oh
is not
man.
meant to happen.
Uh,
I don't think she's gonna
Um,
make.
Dang.
Oh, sorry, that's not right. Don't
hold on a
avoid that.
second. Let me check one thing before you roll. Hold on. Let me check one
Okay.
thing. See if she has. She does not have her own health question. Okay. All right.
Old School Essentials, when you drop to 0 points, you're dead. Shane is a level 1 fighter, and I think has like 15 experience points until she gets to level 2. So the group is on pins and needles watching this happen, and I am struggling as a GM rolling these dice because it's bad. It's bad. If I roll a 4 or higher right here, Shade is gone. She's dead. Game over for her. So
Go ahead. Let's see. Ah, she's out.
Jesus.
Oh,
my
got
God.
crushed. Holy
Yeah.
shit, she's dead.
You're too busy clutching onto your wound, and it just crawls around, just gets you right in the throat, and like pins you to the ground, and it's just pumping like venom into your jugular, and
Who was
your
that,
eyes
Jamal?
roll back up into your head, and the light from the cavern begins to fade, and
So
she's
as she's dying, she holds her hand up and does 2 big fuck yous to the spider. That's all she can do. She raises middle
Yeah.
fingers on both hands to the spider.
It's crazy the little things that kill us, like spiders and.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
gone. Ah, wow, that was hard. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Oh man, Shane. Well, she saved everybody from the poison though.
you know, you have to do this. This is part of the GM's job, is to referee the rolls, to place the monsters, and to call the game as fairly as you possibly can. And when death does come, when the dice tell the tale, when a character dies, then my instinct is to lean into it and to make the moment as painful and painfully memorable as possible. Because in a weird way, that's what keeps players coming back. And what's interesting is, after this game, the next session, the players went back to village. They brought the bodies of their fallen comrades, and they actually spent the entire session planning and throwing a festival of life at this village, where they paid a lot of money to feed and water everybody and set up games. And actually, that's when they found their next character, the replacement character Onyx. So it's great when you have players that can roll with the punches, that can make a story out of the loss, and as a GM, you know, move that creativity forward. But like I said, you know, crab spiders, horrible monster. Just one, you know, one random crab spider taking out one of the main crew of the party. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something a little bit about crab spiders, maybe a little bit about combat mechanics. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm gonna have more stuff out. Leave comments. I did make a couple mistakes in the video, so if you spot them, let me know. Let other people know in the comments. You know, maybe they'll be a treat for you for helping out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day and keep on rolling, everybody. See you next time.